Hi there, and welcome back to another episode of Rod and Reel UK, and today you join me and a special guest. We have joined with Ben, good mate from school. We've been fishing for how many years now?
Too many.
Too many, yeah. We have fished for, oh God, since our childhood, so it's been quite a few years, and the banter and the savagery has remained pretty constant throughout the whole time. But no, today we are going to go for Tope, and yes, bit of an elusive species, but really rewarding if you can catch one. The main bit being trying to catch one. It's not guaranteed like anything, so I'm going to give it a good go today and try and get something. Species-wise, we absolutely have anything here. Got smooth hounds, bullus, and our favourite for the channel, which is the dogfish. But we'll be happy with anything, to be fair. It's a beautiful morning. We have got up at a stupid time to get here, and yeah, we're just excited to have a bit of a fishing session together. But anyway, enough of me blabbing, let's get some fishing in. Today's session was just going to be one of those days where we had all the enthusiasm at the start, and then it just drained away because the fishing was absolutely dreadful. But doesn't matter, we did get some footage out of it, and we still caught some fish, which is the main thing. Setup wise, just using the two standard beach casting rods with a normal setup, which hopefully would catch us some sort of fish. Well, I've got a chance before I show you what we're using for rigs. I do apologise, it's a little bit windy, so I'm going to try to probably shout at the camera for this one. But rigs wise, we're using pretty much the standard pulley dongle setup. Down to the bottom, I've got a rotten bottom section just there. So how that works is the water pressure hits this becket, just like that, trips the lead, and it transfers it to a bit of weak line that you can snap out. Really good system, especially here. It's a bit rough, and at the end of the day, if we get a Tope on the end, we don't want to be stuck down there, so we can break out if needs be. I'll get our becket back on and I'll talk you through the rest of the rig. So I've got a little splash down, so that works essentially like a little shield there. You put the hook or dongle braid in that, again it trips it out, keeps everything nice and neat. Main body of the rig, that's £100. It's a fairly long rig, this one. It's called about 5 foot. Running down to the trace, this is where we step things up a little bit. Tope are pretty hard fighting, so for the main trace, again we've gone for £100. We've gone down to pulley, and this is the important bit. Tope have got pretty sharp teeth, so we've got ourselves a steel wire leader. This is a 6/0 circle with a little dongle on the section there, and the most important bit is the steel wire braid. This one I think is at £80, so it's plenty strong enough to do the job. Anyway, let's have a look in the tackle box, what bait we're using. Let's get a bait out there and get fishing. What have we got in the box today? I tell you what, this is the first time I've been able to do this because I actually got someone filming today and not talking to myself. It's lovely. But anyway, let's have a look what we've got. We have a bag, which is good. It means we've actually brought the bait. I've not left it at home this time. So inside we have got a selection of bait today. A good one for Tope is mackerel. I have got a spinning rod with me, so I might try and catch some fresh in a bit, but frozen mackerel just as backup, absolutely fine. Put one of half of those out, do the job. And the other bait we have is the classic squid. Great for most species. You do get a few hounds in this particular spot, so we'll whack one of those on if the Tope fishing's a bit crap, and hopefully we'll get something with it. But anyway, we're gonna whip them on and let's get some fishing in. With the baits whipped onto the end of the dongle rigs, it was just a case of casting out, ready for some fish. The marker fishing on today is particularly snaggy, so using those dongle rigs with that rotten bottom really does help get away from any snags. We've been fishing for about an hour, we've not had any bites just yet. I've got a little spinning rod set up just behind me, just so we can get some fresh bait a little bit later on, because I think fresh bait always works a little bit better than frozen, but it's quiet. I'm optimistic. I do think we're going to get some bites a little bit towards low tide, as at the moment we're just waiting for that water to kind of flood out. It's always a bit of a strange time for fish activity, but I'm optimistic. We're still early doors. We're going to fish it until for about 3 hours up, because where we are fishing is a drying area, so when that tide comes in, we're going to become a little bit soggy if we stay here for the whole day. But anyway, I'll get back to it and see if we can catch something. Fishing is all about patience, and on this particular session, it really did test it. It was absolutely dead on the ground, but it doesn't matter. Like anything, you've got to be in it to win it, and you've got to take a few knocks along the way in order to get a fish. So what I'm doing here is just casting out. The spot we really wanted to fish is exposed at low water, and in North Cornwall especially, you've got to be really careful, as you've always got a bit of a residual swell. If you're going to be fishing it, I always recommend taking somebody with you, or if you are going to go solo, just make sure you tell somebody where you are and wear a life jacket when you're doing so, as you can never be too careful. So what I'm doing now is just chucking it out. There's a really good set of current that ripped around the headland, and Tope liked to feed in it. So if I'm casting out, I'm aiming for the little tide line just out in front, and hopefully that'll get us a fish. And meanwhile, Ben looked like he had something.
Yes.
Do you reckon you're on?
I don't know.
You're not sure?
I genuinely don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it did bite earlier, so I'm not sure if you've actually... I mean, nice if you have, because at the moment you haven't landed anything. So I'm really hoping it's a fish. Anyway, I'll get down there and see if it is something. Annoyingly, whatever Ben hooked into came off. We don't think it was a tope, more likely a dogfish. And I too was also going to fall victim of a dropped fish. Oh, it's not. Ah, pollock. Literally pollock. Well, I did have a fish and it's come off, so that was good. So I'll try again and see if we can get another one. Ah, that was really annoying. Oh well, never mind. Despite losing the pollock, it wasn't the end after all. I had another nice bite, noticed that the line started to click out on the reel, and I thought, you know what, this could be my chance to not blank. And sure enough, I had something. Well, we're into the first fish of the day. I don't think it's a tope. I've got a feeling it's either going to be a little bullass or a dogfish, but try and get her in. Come on, rod and reel, let's get this fish in. I think by this point it was 4.5 hours and we had absolutely nothing landed, so just glad to see something come on the side for a change. There's a little tiny conger eel. Despite just being an overgrown snot, I was happy to see it. This mark does throw some really good conger eels from time to time, especially during the winter, but a fish is a fish and it counts. Well, it's another culprit. It's there you go, little conger eel. He's not a giant and he's very lively, so I'm gonna get unhooked. Get back in, but at least we've not blanked, which is the main thing. Get some fresh bait there, go put another mackerel out and try and get what we're after, which is a tope. Look, it's a start. Things are looking a little bit more optimistic now. We've had that one conger eel, I've lost a pollock, and Ben has just fallen victim to a dropped fish as well. What do you reckon it was, bud?
It was definitely wet. I have no idea what it was.
No, I say we're not too sure. It was quite rattly, so it could have been a pollock, maybe even a mackerel, but yeah, it come off, so we won't know. But yeah, it's looking optimistic. The bites are happening now, so we're going to keep plugging away and just keep trying, really. That's all you can do. But I'm going to go get some water because it's getting a little bit whammer now and the sun is coming over the cliffs. And we're getting cooked, so yeah, it's going to be a hot one, I think, for the rest of the day. But we'll come back if we get anything else. After a bit of time, I finally had another decent bite. I thought I was into something pretty decent. Annoyingly, as I was reeling it in, whatever it was dropped off and I got caught into some pretty nasty snags. However, I managed to get it out, and I was also left with a bit of a surprise. Ooh, if I get caught with that in public, I could get arrested. A lot of weed. But it just shows you that's what the bottom type is out there. Kelp, pretty snarly. And see that rotten bottom? That's what it's there for. If you get caught in stuff like that, you can just snap out of it. And luckily we didn't, so we've still got the lead and we're safe for another day. So get this all cleaned off, fresh bait out there, and try again. You join us back in the shelter because we've taken away from the sun a bit like vampires at the moment, so it's getting a little bit toasty. But to be honest, the fishing has been absolutely dire. I don't know what is going on. Well, we have a feeling it's to do with this marine heat wave we're experiencing at the moment in the UK. And from just having a look, Ben just had a look on the phones, and they're saying that on average it's 2.2 degrees higher than it should be at the moment, which is quite a fair bit in all honesty. And down my neck of the woods in Plymouth, on the surface ocean temperature, they actually recorded 20 degrees, which is just ridiculous, to be honest. Like, to think that, you know, this is British waters, which aren't famed for being warm. But yeah, it's really affecting the fishing, I think, at the moment. And this particular mark I'm on at the moment, I've always had dogfish in a massive number. Like, you can't get away from them. And today, it's dead, honestly dead. We've had that little conger, we've had a few fish that we've lost on the lures, but that's it. It's a bit concerning. We're hoping to get maybe something for the rest of the session, like even, well, a dogfish would be great. But yeah, at the moment, the tope fishing is looking a little bit, I don't know, ropey, to say the least.
Ropey tope.
Yeah, ropey tope. But yeah, we're going to give it a go for a bit longer. Might pack up probably the next couple of hours and head back home for a little bit of dinner or something and try again another time. But that's being pessimistic, let's be optimistic, and let's just hope for something else. The minutes turned to hours, and hours seemingly turned to days, and every second I was a little bit worried for Ben, as the sun was getting to him a little bit.
Hi, I'm Ben. This is This is my tape. He's dragged me here against my will. If I don't make it out alive, this is where I am. I'm at Jan's mercy right now. He's got scissors. Not a knife, just scissors. This could be the end. Thank you for watching, and good night.
Finally! we finally caught something else. And we caught out the spinner. We've got ourselves just the humble mackerel. There you go. Lovely little fish. Probably actually going to keep this one for dinner. I'm going to cast it back out and yeah, see if I can get a couple more mackerel. But overall, it's something else, so I can't complain. Anyway, let's keep jigging. Well, I was going to keep it dinner, then I thought I'm going to replace the frozen baits with something a little bit fresher, and hopefully that'll give us an edge. So we just caught that mackerel and dispatched it. We use it as fresh bait, so I'm going to show you how to whip it on this little tope rig. So, particularly with this one, I'm not going to fish the whole mackerel. Despite tope being sharks, they can be quite shy biting, so I'm just going to prep this one up. So first of all, I'm going to remove the tail fin, just like so. Then I'm going to split the mackerel in half. Got my baiting scissors here, just causing two little baits. So I'll put one on each rod. So split out first, so just in the middle. This will be super precise, just like that. So nice and fresh, just like that. So I'm going to use the head end for this particular bait. What I like to do with the hook, I'll try and show you it as easily as I can, just like that. I'm going to run the hook through the bottom of the mouth and through, so just like so. So once that circle hooks through, should have a bit of a dangling bait like that. So what I'm going to do now is, with my whipping elastic, is just whip the rest of the dongle thread on. So just line everything up. It's a little bit mucky because it is a fresh mackerel. So the most important thing about this is just keeping that dongle clip there just free, so that can go into your splash shield. Got some good wrist action there. So just go ahead, whip everything together until you get to the top. And again, same thing, work yourself going downwards. Doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it's functional is all that matters. So your last bit, gonna make an overhand loop and then just lock it off, and then just like that, you've got a bait ready to go for the tope. Nice and juicy, full of smell. Let's just see if it'll work and get us that fish at the end of the session. Despite having served up the fishy equivalent of a 5-star Michelin meal, we didn't get any more fish or bites, so it was time to start thinking about packing up and heading home. I've given it a good bash, but it's time to pack up. The swell's starting to come in, and this is a little bit of a dangerous spot if you're going to be fishing it for a while. You need to be with somebody and you don't know what you're doing, but we're not going to take the risk, so we're going to head back home now. We're going to pack the rods down and start the arduous journey back up there. Ah, never mind. But Ben, how many fish have you caught today?
None.
Oh, yeah, he's blanked. It's not a good day.
I almost caught 3.
He did almost catch 3 and he did fall off, but never mind, it's one of those. So yeah, I'm going to pack my rods up and we're going to head back. And hopefully we'll get some more fish on another session. Anyway, let's get these put away. Today's session was definitely a quiet one, and we didn't get any tope to show for it. Unfortunately, the number of tope around the UK has really decreased. According to the IUCN, they've now listed it as critically endangered, which is a real shame, as they're absolutely stunning fish to catch and definitely provide some good sport. I'm hoping in a few years they might start bouncing back, but this depends on anglers being responsible, making sure we look after the seas. We've packed up and we're slogging our way back up the cliff, and it is very, very hot. Fishing today has been, well, can you think of a word that's not swearing?
Hot.
Hot. Fishing's been hot. No, it's definitely not, but well, the surrounding environment's been hot, but the fishing was very, very cold. There's just nothing about, honestly. Unfortunately, Ben's blanked. I had 3 fish landed and I lost quite a few just because I couldn't keep them on the hook for some reason. But it doesn't matter. We've got out here, and you know what? I've not blanked. And with a good scenery like that, it's really hard to beat, to be honest. So it's one of those. But if you guys like the video, don't forget to drop us a like and subscribe. It really does help us out, and I'll see you on our next adventure. Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of today's video. However, if you guys want to see some more fishing, don't forget to check out our other YouTube playlists. Got plenty of stuff around Devon and Cornwall, as well as the rest of the UK. As always, we'll see you on the next adventure.